Hey guys, what's going on? Happy Easter if you're watching this on Easter Sunday. And I thought I'd do a quick review of David Kang's Prosperity Trades. I visited this back in 2022 and I thought I'd just take advantage of his $1 for a month offer that he was basically running for Easter. I'm not sure if it's still available. If it is, I'll leave a link in the description below for you to check it out. If not, then you can probably just wait for like another holiday sale if you think this sounds like something you might be interested in. It's a little different from some of the other services, and it's not something that I'm super excited about, as you'll see in my review as we go on. But first off, let me just mention a couple of things that I always mention at the start of my videos. Nate Bear's Profit Surge Trader is one of my favorite buy side options alert services. It's just one ticker a week with a couple of bonus trades if you want to take those. They're often really good as well. And this is one of the best services I've ever come across in over a decade of trading. So definitely check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. And inside the review article, I keep a full track record. You can click on the links in here to buy it. There's also a VSL or video sales letter where he's interviewed by a well-known journalist. I think it's on this one, and you can go and check that out as well and see like if it's something you're interested in. It's a really cool service. I really like it a lot. I even did a review with like an interview with Nate recently as well, so definitely check it out. I try and put all the trades in here, so it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And usually now what I'm doing is putting videos, like just doing video reviews and. But yeah, so you can check it all out. It's really good. The other thing I need to mention is very time sensitive is the small account challenge that ThetaTraders.com is doing. So ThetaTraders.com specializes in selling options and selling spreads and selling futures for consistent passive income, which is really cool. And we're running a small account challenge until tonight. So hopefully you see this on Easter Sunday. I'm doing it around lunchtime, Central Time. So hopefully you guys have enough time to purchase the very limited deal, which is a 5k challenge. So the idea is we're going to take 5k, turn it into 10k, pay yourselves 5k, and repeat over and over. This is what you get. You get a daily 0 DTE SPX every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. Central. You get longer dated credit spreads at 12:30. So these times are very set, which is really nice. And you can basically get different like ways to increase your risk reward or whatnot to make things go faster or slower depending on how consistent and how you want to trade. So this is really cool, works in most market conditions, and you can basically check that out. So this is a hard close at 12 midnight tonight though, because we've been swamped with people coming in. And the cool thing about what Lance does here is he works with people one-on-one. Basically he's available to tell you like pretty much anything you need to know, answer your questions. But because he's swamped, we can't just keep having so many people coming in at such a low price. So basically, check it out before midnight tonight. We probably won't run it again at this price, or maybe won't run it again at all, just because it's so many people have come in and he's completely swamped with questions and helping people. So there's also some free training on this page though. If you go to thetatraders.com, it'll be in the link in the description below, and you can get some free training on how we work these different spreads and how to win 90% of your trades and sell oil futures and all this good stuff. So definitely check all that out. That all being said, let's get on with the review. Just close the browsers for those things. Alright, so like I said, back in 2022 I came across this guy called David Kang, and initially like my first thoughts is he looks like kind of a poser, right? He's got this weird flamboyant shirt on, he's weird cool designer shades, and standing in front of what I can only assume is the looks kind of like Hollywood, like Beverly Hills or Mulholland Drive or something, although it looks a little foresty, so I don't know, it looks a bit strange. I think he lives in LA. Anyway, I started the review and basically you can go and check it out, it's in the description below. Oh yeah, he is based in LA, in California, so he's really young, and I think that's something that puts a lot of people off, because you want somebody who like didn't start trading at 14 and then started a Discord at 21 or something. You want somebody who's really like more mature. Like he's not just like, there's so many of these like guys who start out as late teens and start a Discord by their early 20s, and there's really no evidence that he's actually a really like successful trader at all. So like I said here, I can't find any kind of track record, even just a spreadsheet, which of course a spreadsheet's great, but it's not verifiable. It's not like, oh yeah, that's definitely true. It's just, but even then, there's not even a spreadsheet, which is frustrating because it's not that hard to do. So let me go down a little bit and show you what else we have here. So there's different levels for prosperity trades, and it can go up to as much as $500 a month, which is insane. That'll be like for one-on-one type of stuff. But the one I got, I think, is the silver one, which is 5 to 10 profitable by sell alerts daily. Now, the difference here is this is mainly on stock, so I haven't seen any options at all. I'll show you the Discord in a minute, but it's all buying and selling stocks, so some people don't like that. But these are pretty volatile stocks, so you can make quite big percentage gains quite quickly. So that shouldn't be something that puts you off too much. And so this is a Discord-based thing as well. He does a live voice trading commentary, which I'm going to listen to a little bit more in the coming weeks and give some feedback in another review about the live trading commentary to see how that actually is, because this is kind of part one of a review, an updated review at least. So there's a trading room, which again, so far I've not been very impressed with. I'll show you why in a little bit. And the only thing I really do like is the courses are really good. So if you're a beginner, like a complete beginner, he has a really good course, which I went through at 2x the speed. And it is basically a complete breakdown of everything you need to know to get started in the markets and technical analysis, support, resistance, bull flags, all that stuff. Really good. Everything, of course, you can find for free online, but like it's nice to have like a systematic way to go through, like step by step, and that's what David's done here, and it's really good. So I'd definitely check that out if you decide to join his service. I think it's really good. So I can show you a few example trades. The style is quite nice. So let's go over to his Discord, which is right here. So this is the Prosperity Trades Discord, and it's pretty simple. Like, you don't see a lot here. I'm pretty sure even though I only paid $1, I'm pretty sure I've got access to most of it, although I may be totally wrong here. So if you're in Prosperity Trades and you know, like, there's a lot more to this, and I've not somehow activated my VIP status with the $1, but it says VIP stock, so I'm assuming that that's, you know, not the case. And so the education stuff, like I was saying, this is really good. So that I'm actually really impressed with this. So this is a course that you can go through. Pretty good. So that was good. Testimonials. A lot of testimonials, but that's nothing particularly new in these things. So let me show you a couple of things though that are strange. The free chat. The free chat is interesting. So basically it's this prosperity bot talking about what is happening. So you can chat in here, but nobody really is. It's all Trader King, which is David, obviously. And he gives some good commentary every day, which is nice, pre-market. Talks about his watch list this morning, or these ones, and then about going on the live calls. So I'm definitely going to have to review the live calls and do another video about those, because it seems like they're a big part of the service. So I don't want you to think that I'm just missing that out. I'm planning to do more work on that. So there's post wins, post losses. That's a surprise. Normally most Discords won't say post your losses here. Futures chat, I was hoping for more than this. I don't know why it's Forex Factory. I just looked a little bit weird. I don't know why. I don't really understand this or really what it's all about. Kind of weird. I mean, people are posting charts that look like some psychedelic thing. Some drunk spider or something's dipped their legs in paint and just ran around on a piece of paper. Kind of crazy. So top gainers, so this is cool. It's just basically this bot posts the top gainers every day, which is interesting, although most brokerages and stuff can do this easily enough. So anyway, the real meat is in the alerts, right? So this is Trader King's channel, so he talks about his watch list and everything in here, and any updates on, you know, the markets and things like stock slip Mondays, recent rally to record highs took a pause. So this is all good stuff, kind of good. And then the real meat, actually, let me just point this out, which is an oddity to me, is this is the stock chat, but it's all just this bot, like this Nuntio bot, just talking about tickers, and kind of hard to understand what he's saying, like the price maybe less than 0.25, near high of the day, float and volume. I don't know, it's weird. You can scroll up through this and you'll find the odd person chatting, but I expected like a full-blown chat room. So there's this Cuban bounty putting something about that. I think we get Sympathy Boys. So, not quite sure what the stock chat's about. I was hoping for more of a VIP, because it's under the VIP stocks. More about the alerts, like talking more about, like, oh yeah, we're all in this one, sort of thing. It's just kind of strange. Really, this is what I wanted to talk about, though. This is the Prosperity Trades alerts, and there's a couple of things here that is good, and a couple of things that are kind of bad. So, first of all, it says up the top, this is the channel where I type what I personally looking at to play. Now, he doesn't actually say whether he's taking these trades or not. Like, he doesn't say entered, he just gives the idea. And so, there's no real, like, we don't really know at this point whether he's actually taken this ticker, for example, which was just a few days ago, AVTX. He says entry 19.75, price targets 21 to 24, support at 19, comments candle break. So basically breaking resistance, I guess. This one had a huge gap up, and I had a quick look at it on the charts on TradingView, so let's go and have a look at that. Now, bear in mind, this is just one example of one trade. It's not like a thorough analysis of every trade is taken for the last 2 years. But this is AVTX just on the 28th, and it had this huge gap up. You can't see it here, but if I zoom down, it really just gapped up, like from being flat essentially here to boom. You can see it's continued nicely, so it's been pretty cool. So, nice gap up, and I guess he was betting on a continuation, which did happen. So this is the 19.75 line around about here. This blue line, so where my cursor is all the way across this line right here. And this is the time that he alerted at, so 1835-ish. So I sort of marked it with a cross here. And the cool thing is that this actually did work out, but unfortunately the support he said was at 19, which if we draw the line, so 19 starts here. So this was where he's saying like support is looking at, and he doesn't really go into a lot of details about it. In his course, he talks very little about his actual detailed strategy. He just kind of waves his fingers and waves his hands and just kind of goes support, resistance, gap ups, and things. So I'll show you a little bit about that, of what I've learned about his strategy so far, which is kind of high level. It's not super detailed, but he basically says your stop loss should be around your most recent support. He goes into a little bit about how he determines what that is, but not a whole lot. But here's the problem with this particular trade is it was going well and he bought in at this on this big green candle, and then it dipped immediately hard, dropping from nearly 20 all the way down to 17, and you'd have stopped out pretty quickly. Unfortunately, the trade actually did work really, really well after that. I mean, look at this thing. His target for it was like 24, and it went all the way up to 26, 27 even. The same day. This is a 1 minute chart, so like within half an hour it was up here at 25, and remember the alert was 21 to 24, and so that's unfortunate. So if you'd stuck to your rules, you know, and cut your loss at that support, which seems kind of tight, but maybe that's part of his success if he is a profitable trader. 19 and it's at 19.75 seems kind of tight, but you were able to get, you know, 10% would be $2 roughly, so it would be like 30% gains in just half an hour. So you can see why playing these stocks could, you know, replace the options that a lot of people are doing now, is that they're so volatile. These ones that David picks and a lot of people that are playing stocks still do. And so I had to look at a few others. There was a mixture of winners and losers. I'm not going to go through and analyze every single trade for weeks and weeks and weeks, because it still doesn't give you a full picture. And so the only thing that I'd say here that would save this guy, David, from getting a fairly negative review from me, because remember, we don't know what he did on this trade. The only thing that would give him, you know, a very positive outcome, you know, from my review basically, is if on the live stream, if he's taking these trades on the live stream and he's actually explaining in detail what he's doing and why he's doing it, because it's really unclear whether he even took this trade or not. Just from the chat, there's no sign in the chat that I could find, and also from the stream here of his alerts, he hasn't said he entered or exited or anything. So that's something that's really important, I think, for people, especially new traders. They want to see the guru basically take their trades and explain what they're doing, what price they got, and when they got out, and all that. It seems like something that would be fairly basic, I'd have thought. And so in my review, let's go back to my review right here. So I talk about that a little bit, how that's kind of disappointing. And I'm going to keep this updated as I spend the month in here and see what I really think of this. And my first review 2 years ago was quite positive, but now that I'm really kind of digging into it, it's just like, not so sure. Anyway, this is what he's said in his course that his favorite patterns are: breakouts, dip buys, bull flags, downtrends. And so those are all like bog standard technicals that people can learn pretty quickly and don't really need David Kang to help them with necessarily. Tools he uses, level 2. Charts, he uses a lot of bounces and breaks of the EMAs, so the different time EMAs. VWAP, MACD, volume indicators, news scanners, high of the days. All this is really bog standard stuff that you learn as a trader. For new traders, this is probably all fascinating and exciting, but for old timers, it's not particularly unique or proprietary or anything like that. And so overall, like, basically not super excited about this service. If you can get it for $1 and try it for that, then that's definitely worth it. If you're into like these fast moving stocks, breakouts and flag patterns and all this type of stuff, it would be good. The only thing, like I said, I need to revisit here, and I'll spend probably a week or two listening in on his live streams, which happen, I think he had the times for his live stream here, so it looks like it's a Zoom, and they happen, it's like a set time. They're actually quite long, so I'm wondering, let me just check out what times he has them here. Let's see them. Not sure if I put it in my review or not. He's showing some basic dip buys and stuff. It's nothing to do with it. Let's see. Because it looked like he did have some fairly, like the live stream was like decently long. Like he did like, he's live quite a bit, which does look good. But I'm trying to find out where I saw that. Probably put it in my review here. Let's see. It was like for 2 hours in the morning and 2 hours in the evening. But I don't know where I saw that, so I'll probably have to revisit that unless it's clear in one of these channels here. Maybe in announcements. Nothing really here. Announcements are kind of old. That's kind of weird. It has kind of a dead feel to this Discord, which I'm surprised about because Prosperity Trades is fairly well known. And there's some weird sports betting stuff here. So yeah, so anyway, I'll look up the times that the live stream runs for and try and listen in a few and see if he actually explains the trades. Especially if he does that and he does it well, then these alerts that come out, these prosperity trade alerts like PDRX, would make more sense to me. Like if he says I'm buying at 150, this is why, blah blah blah, on the live stream, then that's definitely something that adds a lot of value to this particular service. So I want to make sure to check out that. And so my next video on this will be probably part 2, which will be talking about whether the live streams are worth it in combination with these types of alerts. I did look up BDRX and things, and really low volume, really illiquid trading on some of these tickers, which is a little bit worrying in terms of being able to get in and out and whether they can be pumped or whatnot. So some of them are fine, some of them are kind of bad. So I'm not sure also if these tick marks, they're all by David Kang. I'm not sure if that means if they were winners or not, or what, because some have green, most of them have green, and you'll come across one or two that have reds, but I don't know if that means he won on them or not. There's a red one. So does that mean they were all winners up to here? I guess I could check that out as well and see if that's one way that he's communicating this. But the lack of community feel here is pretty bad, so this is not somewhere that you'll feel like you've got a lot of people to talk to, from what I can see. So like I said, the stock chat's just a bot with the one guy posting a few days ago and nobody else, so it's definitely a bit strange. Maybe it's maybe it's slowly dying, as a lot of these things were started during COVID and didn't really go anywhere. So anyway, keep an eye out on my review. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing more reviews about David Kang's like Prosperity Trades and all these other services that I test out. A lot of cool stuff coming up this week. There's a awesome auto trader that one of my friends is releasing, so that's going to be something that's really exciting to check out. I think the webinar's on Thursday, and I'll make sure you guys know all about it before then. So anyway, have a good Easter. Hopefully you see this and take advantage of the special deal that we have on Theta Traders for the small account challenge, 5k to 10k challenge, and we'll talk to you guys soon.